Hello, hello, hello. Miss Daylight Clay here. And as you can see, I'm in the kitchen. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to make that marvelous breakfast that I was telling you about. I have the store-bought eggs, and I have the free-range chicken eggs, okay? So I'm going to cook both of those, and I'm going to see if I can tell the difference between the free-range egg and the store-bought eggs. And also what I have here, I have an array of foods that I'm going to prepare, in front of you. But first of all, I want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for viewing the channels. Thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing the videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being on the love train. So, okay, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing and you can see what I got. Because I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, okay? It's been a long day for me, so I'm about to start this meal. This is going to be my breakfast any time of the day. It don't matter morning, noon, or night. Breakfast food is always good food, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do, okay, I have some bacon here. And I do have a grill that I was going to cook it on, but it's on the other side of the kitchen. So I just said, instead of making a clutter, I'm going to take this bacon and I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay? Bacon, bacon, bacon for breakfast. And also, I have 2 pork chops that I was also going to put on the grill. It is so much faster. It is so much easier when you cook on the grill. It's not a George Foreman grill. It's a little bit bigger, but it's something similar to that, where you have different blades, where you can make waffles, you can, grill food, you can make pancakes or whatever. So, but I really like using it, but because of space, I'm going to just I'm just going to put these pork chops in the oven, okay? So now, and also what I have some biscuits. Here are my biscuits, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stuff these biscuits with cheese. I'm going to try to see if I can get that cheddar biscuit, okay? So I have some cheese here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay that right there. I'm going to, and I use 2 biscuits. You have the thing of this is 2. So what I'm going to do, see how it's stuck together? This is actually 2 biscuits. So I'm going to take some cheese and I'm going to fold it. 1 slice of cheese. I'm going to fold it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the center of the biscuit. Then I'm going to take the biscuits and I'm going to close them up. Okay? Pinch them together like so. If it runs out, that's fine. But I basically want all the cheese to stay on the inside. So I'm going to close it up so when the biscuits start baking, the cheese is going to melt and it might run. But that's how I'm going to do that. You see that? The cheese is in the middle. Okay? So I'm going to do one more the same way. I'm going to take 1 slice of cheese. You can use however much cheese you want. I'm going to take 1 slice of cheese. I'm going to fold it. Okay? And I got the double biscuits. Okay? This is 2 biscuits. I'm going to put it in the center of the 2 biscuits. You can do it however you like. This is something that I want to try. Okay? So I'm going to close it up. Just pinch it together. Just pinch it together all the way around. Just pinch it, pinch it. So this supposedly, should keep the cheese from running out. Okay? So we're going to do that. And so now I got the pork chops in the oven. I got the bacon in the oven. And I'm going to put these biscuits in the oven. And hopefully everything should get done about the same time. Okay? I'm not going to poke holes in or anything like that because I want the cheese to stay in. So that's going in the oven. Okay? Okay. So we got that. So now what I'm going to do, and like I say, I really wanted to use my grill, but it was a little bit more complicated, right? Because it's on the other side of the room, and I would have to move the camera, I would have to move this, that, and the third. So I just said I'll do everything stovetop, you know, for the sake of the video, and in the oven, okay? Because otherwise we'll be all over the place, okay? So I got the hash browns, and I love these hash browns. I mean, I'm trying to make these hash browns my favorite way. And so what I did was I used my mandolin and I shredded it. I washed it, you know, and everything like that. So these are the hash browns, okay? And I love shredded hash browns. And sometimes people take them and they do them like so. And they put them in the fryer, you know, like you get the fast food restaurants. Dump in that hot grease and it's all there. So I'm going to drain some of this water off here, this liquid off of here right behind me. I'm just going to drain some of this liquid because I want them to be as dry as possible. You know, and there goes some of the seasonings as well. But I'm just draining some of the juice off of it. Just draining it, you know, okay? So, draining this off. Okay. So now what I have here, if you're following me, what I have here, you know, I always like to keep things like this on hand. You know, I got some diced onions. So I got some onions. I like onions in my hash browns. So I'll put some onions in there, okay? That's all I'm going to do. Just the onions. So I'm going to mix these onions and these potatoes together really, really good. Okay. More onions. And this is how you can get your onions. You can get them any way you like at Denny's. You can get them with onions. You can get them with cheese. And I'm not emulating Denny's, but you know I like their hash browns, so I guess I am emulating Denny's. But you can get whatever you like. Sausage in there, bacon in there, whatever you like. But I'm just going to start off with them like that. Okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this pan on the stove so that I can get these hash browns going. And then once I get these hash browns going, they can go in the oven too. And then I will start on the eggs. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to have a delicious breakfast here. Yes, 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 yes. Delicious breakfast. So I got my pan. The pan has to be really hot, you know, in order for the hash browns to be crispy and crusty. So I'm going to add a little oil to the pan. And then I'm going to add some butter. Okay? I'm going to add some butter. And that butter helps with that crispiness and it gives it added flavor, and the butter just really, you know, makes it all better. So I'm going to add some butter to the pan. Okay? Okay. And the potatoes are already seasoned. Okay? I already seasoned the potatoes with salt, black pepper. I used some Lorry's seasoned salt. I used some onion powder. And I got some onions in here, okay? So now, the thing about these potatoes is the skillet got to really be hot. You know, it has to be hot to start so you can form the hash browns, okay? Okay, so I got the pan on. I got to make sure that this butter is evenly distributed throughout the pan. I want these hash browns to be crispy. I want these hash browns to be flavorful. And I want them to be soft on the inside. Okay? And like I say, I love shredded potatoes or shredded hash browns. You know, some people a lot of people don't sell it no more. You know, like they used to. When I say they don't sell it no more, they don't sell the shredded. They have potato pancakes, or they have ball pancake. I mean, not pancakes, potatoes. But you know what I mean? They got everything but the hash browns. And I like country fries too. I like country fries too, where the potatoes are just pretty much like diced. Okay, so I got the skillet is nice and it's hot. Okay, so now what I have to do magnificently, I have to make sure that I can get these potatoes to do what I want them to do, right? Okay, so the skillet is not as hot as I would like it to be, So I'm going to let it just heat up just a little bit more. And then once I get done with the, I'm going to turn my oven is up. Once I get these potatoes done, then we're going to start on the eggs. And I'm going to see if these store-bought eggs and these chicken free range eggs, if I can tell the difference, okay? So now I'm going to start putting the hash browns in, okay? And I hope it works out well. It has to have some oil on it, okay? In order for them to do what they're supposed to do. It has, so it don't stick to the pan. So this is an experiment for me, just like it is for you. Or maybe not for you, but for me. Okay? I want them to be so good. Okay? So now that, okay, that's a lot. But I'm still adding more. But I want to be careful because I want the potatoes to flip like pancakes. You know what I'm saying? I want them to flip like pancakes. So, okay? And I'm making sure that they're oiled so they don't stick to the pan. It has to have oil on the bottom of it. Oil, butter, whatever you like, peanut oil, butter, whatever you like, okay? So, and sometimes, like I say, sometimes too, they just take them and they just scramble them in the pan. Like I can just take these potatoes and just bloop, 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 and it'll be good. But I want them to be formed, you know what I'm saying? I want them to be formed into like a patty, like a waffle, like I want them to be in that shape, okay? A little extra something special, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to turn it up just so that it can start the formation, okay? Okay. Now, if you want to watch, that's fine. This might take like about, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the camera because this probably is going to take about 7 minutes. About 7 minutes. And you see what I'm doing? I'm flattening it out, but I'm going to be able to lift it, okay? But I'm flattening it out. That's going to be a big potato. See, I'm flattening it out. Here we go. I'm flattening it out, keeping it hot to the skillet. But I'm going to pause the camera until these potatoes cook, okay? I'll be back. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Like Clay back here. And I tell you, that food didn't take no time to cook. If you would see, I tell you, the pork chops, they're ready. The bacon is ready. The cheesy biscuits are ready. And I was like, oh, I was only gone for a second. But however, let's start on the eggs. I got my stove on. I got my oil hot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make over easy eggs from the from the store-bought eggs. I'll make over easy eggs, and I want to make an omelet out of the chicken range eggs, okay? So I got my pots on. So here we go. Let me turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so these are the store-bought eggs. Okay, put it in there. Store-bought eggs. Put it in there. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to make an omelet because I like omelets. I'm going to make an omelet out of the farm chicken range eggs. Okay. Alrighty now. Okay. Pray for me, y'all. This is what they look like. Okay, so these have more color to them. The farm-raised eggs have more color to them than the store-bought eggs. Okay, So I'm going to whisk these eggs up because I want an omelet, and I pray this food is healthy for my body, soul, and my mind. No harm or destruction shall come to me by me trying to eat some farm, fresh, free-range chicken eggs. Okay? So I'm whipping my eggs for my omelet. And what I'm going to do, I want some cheese, I want some broccoli, I want some bell peppers, and of course some onions in my omelet, okay? So that's ready, and my eggs are cooking really good over there. I'm going to turn them down because I like my eggs over easy. Over easy, I like my eggs. When I'm just doing not an omelet, okay? So I got to whisk these eggs really, really good. I'm not going to put any seasoning in these eggs. I'm just going to add the ingredients that I have to it, okay? Like the onions, the bell pepper, and I'm going to add some broccoli, and I'm going to add some cheese. I wanted some spinach, but I chose the broccoli instead, and I diced the broccoli really fine. So here we go. So now I'm just going to, this is the free range, okay? Okay, I don't know, y'all. Let me turn it up some. So I'm going to put some onions because I want this in my omelet. I don't know, y'all. It's looking kind of dense. And my eggs over here, they're looking really good. The store-bought eggs are looking pretty good. Flip them over, make sure they're over easy. Okay. And they smell delicious. So those are the store-bought eggs. And this is what I'm working on, the free-range egg to make me an omelet. And I don't know, guys. It's not looking hopeful. Okay, so I'm just going to do something a little bit different. And maybe I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It's been a long time since I had farm fresh free range eggs. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just add the onions to it because I like them raw and cooked. I'm going to add the bell peppers to them. I like it raw and cooked. And I'm going to add some broccoli to it, okay? Yes, yes, yes. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add another slice of cheese, okay? Because I like good food. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay? Okay. So the egg has more color to it. The egg has more color to it than the store-bought egg, okay? And the formality of it is coming along. I guess I just had to let it cook a little bit longer. So what I got to do right now, I got to flip this egg, okay? Let's flip it. Okay, beautiful. So, flip it. So, I'm going to take the over easy eggs off. And like I say again, this free range chicken egg has more color to it. You know, it's like a pretty yellow. It's like a pretty yellow. You know, and maybe it's because it's the omelet. I don't know, but I'm getting ready to plate this up. And we're going to see which egg tastes the best, okay? I'm going to turn it down so the egg can cook all the way through. You want to see the biscuits before I plate everything up? Oh, my. Look how the biscuits turned out. See how the cheese in the biscuits? If you like cheese, biscuits, cheese, you know, it's all just succulent, right? Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. See how the cheese? Yes, yes, yes. Those are some, yeah, some huge biscuits. So now I'm getting ready to plate everything up, and I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna do a taste test. Okay? See you in a minute. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back, and I finally finished my marvelous breakfast. And I say it's marvelous. And if you don't agree with me, let me know. But this is what I have. I have a cheese omelet. Okay, and I'm gonna show it to you. And I have some over medium eggs. Okay, and the over medium eggs are the or the grocery store eggs. And the cheese omelet, it's the free range chicken egg. And of course, I have, like I said, I have the garlic cheese biscuit. Okay? Okay. And I also have some bacon. Ooh, one of my favorites. I have some pork chops, and I have some hashed brown potatoes. Okay? So I thank you for viewing the channel. I thank my Heavenly Father for providing not only for me, but for you. I thank Him for all things, and all things I give thanks. And I want to eat this food that it may provide the nourishment for my body, my soul, and my mind, that it might not bring any harm or hurt to me. In the name of our Heavenly Father, I pray. Amen. So I got a lot of little additives here with me, like ketchup, mustard, my favorite, sriracha sauce, and some honey. So what I want to do first, I want to taste the eggs, because I want to see if I can tell the difference between the farm raised egg, the free range chicken eggs, and the store-bought eggs. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So the over medium eggs, or the store-bought eggs. And these are the two type of ways I like my eggs. Okay, so let's see what it tastes like. Tastes like jailed eggs. If that makes any sense. Okay, so let's taste even though I have a lot of ingredients in these free range eggs, it really shouldn't take away from the flavor of the eggs. Possibly it might, but let me see what the free range egg, can I tell the difference? Like I said, the only thing that I noticed instantly was that it has a deeper color. It's more golden, okay? So let's see. This is gorgeous. But one thing I can say, truthfully I can say, and I'm always going to be truthfully, so I don't even know why I said that. The one thing that I can say is that even though the omelet has more ingredients in it that brings out the flavor of it, of course, even though that omelet has all those peppers and onions and cheese in it, and the store-bought egg doesn't, I like the free range egg better. And it seems as though, like I said, I'm pulling all the vegetables out of it. It seems as though I don't need all that. You know what I mean? I mean, I like the concept of it because that's how I like my eggs. But when I really eat this egg without most of the vegetables, you can taste the difference. And you say, do I like it better? Do I like it worse? Not worse, but, you know, how do the tastes, you know, collide with each other? Well, sometimes it's only by, like, what you were raised on, what you know, grew up eating or drinking or whatever. So I did eat the free-range chicken eggs when I was a child. But after that, when I moved from the country, then I started eating store-bought eggs. And now that I'm thinking of it and I have this taste in my mouth, the free-range eggs, it has like a foamy, it has a different texture than the store-bought eggs. But like I say, I always did eat free-range chicken eggs when I was a kid. I don't remember what it tastes like because I always bought the store-bought. But eating this, it's like, and I do remember, and I'll give a prime example. I remember we used to drink milk directly from the cow, you know, and my mom, not my mom, my grandma and my granddad, they would go out there, they would milk the cow or whoever was available, you know, my aunts, my uncles, the cousins, whatever. They would go out there and milk the cow. And we would drink the milk right from the cow. And the milk tastes totally different than the milk you buy in the store. So the additive is that when you see kids today or whatever, when they advertise the mustache, well, then that was historic because we got that mustache by the I guess the milk, you know. But today it's like it's not original. So when I talk about these eggs, then the free range chicken egg reminds me of the original egg. You know, where it's more fluffy. It has more taste to it. You know, so which one do I like the best? Well, like I say, I was raised on the farm fresh egg. I'm sorry, on the store-bought egg. I used to eat the free-range chicken egg. If I had a choice, which one I would eat today? It would be the free-range. It would be the free-range. Because this is good. It's good. It's a different texture to the egg. It's a different flavor to the egg. You know, so that's what I think. I mean, and I guess like anything else, you have to acquire a taste for it. But if something is different and something is good, I don't know. And you might say, oh, maybe different because you made one an omelet and you made one over easy, and that's possibly true. But at the end of the day, that egg tastes good. And I must tell her that it tastes good. As a matter of fact, I like it a lot. That's that one. Let's go to the store-bought. And like I said, the store-bought is over medium. Now the yolk is similar to the chicken free range chicken egg. But again, excuse me, choice for me, I would do the free range chicken egg. So let's look at this biscuit, okay? Let me break this biscuit open. And where's the cheese? Where, oh, there it is. There it is. That was good. And I even brought some honey to the table. Yes, I did. I wanted this to be a kind of a breakfast that reminded me of my childhood. When she told me about the free range chicken eggs, I was really excited because I hadn't had them in a while. So I was really excited about doing this video with the free range chicken eggs and the store-bought eggs. I was really enjoying it. Oh man, it was awesome. And not only because of that, but it brought me back to the remembrance of when I was a little girl and how we used to eat on the farm and with the eggs and the bacon, you know, and all the fruits and vegetables and all the gloriousness that we had, you know, when we were growing up on the farm. I mean, we didn't really want for anything. So I just wanted to try it because, you know, sometimes you have your little, for me, you might have like a girlish remembrance of like what it was like when you were a child. You know, did you used to braid other people's hair? Did you put on lipstick? Did you put on your mom's side your shoes? You know, did you play in the mud? Did you eat whatever they call those little plants? You know what I'm saying? Those little 4-leaf clovers. Did you eat that? Did you make mud pies? You know, did you play jacks? Did you play jumping rope? Did you do the hula hoop? I mean, so when they told me, so those are just some childhood memories. So when they told me about the free range chicken egg, that's where it took me back to. It took me back to that space. And it wasn't a bad space. It was a good space. It was a good space. So that's why I did the video with the free range chicken egg and the store-bought eggs. Because sometimes, you know, we can bring things back to our remembrance, you know, and when we were a child, you know, and we can say, oh, I remember that was so much fun, or, you know, or it wasn't so much fun, or I don't want to remember that. So, you know, it's all good. I mean, I just give thanks every day because, you know, every day you should be thankful. I mean, so that's what this video was about. It was about the free range chicken eggs, and it was about the store-bought eggs, and about being brought up and where you were brought up and what did you enjoy when you were a child? What is your remembrance of you being a child? It's like story time. You know, story time, you know? So, you know, I like it. I like it. I mean, I got a lot of food, you know, yeah, I do. And I like to cook. I am a cook by heart. I love to cook. And so this is really good. The eggs were really good. The eggs were so good. The eggs were so good. I mean, yeah, the free-range eggs were better tasting than the store-bought eggs. This is a store-bought egg. It's over medium. So do the taste test. And this is the cheese omelet. And I'm not cheating because the egg is, no, it's not an egg. I take that back. But I'm going to be all honest. I like the free range egg better. I hope it likes me. I hope it likes me. Wow. How about some bacon? Can anybody talk about bacon? Let's do story time. Let's do story time. You want to do some story time? What do you remember about bacon? How many were brought up, raised, came to the adventure of being on a farm? How many of you were raised on a farm? I know there's a lot of us. Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, there's a lot of us, you know. And I got my hash browns. I got to put a little bit of this on. Oh my God, you always do that so much. You know it's going to be hot. But I got my hash browns. I got my bacon. I got my pork chops. I got my cheese biscuits. I got my cheese omelet. I got my over medium eggs. This is a marvelous breakfast. Fit for a queen. Mmm, 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 mmm. Yes. I love it. But, story time. And you have to agree with me if you do a lot of soul searching. Food is just not the same as it was. Are we still eating? We living, right? Kinda. 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 So, anyway. I hope you liked the video. You want to see me eat some more? Okay. Okay. Let me try these hash browns. Let me try these pork chops. But those eggs were good. That cheese omelet, free range eggs, that was good. That was good. Yeah. I need to put that on my grocery list. Or so I have my hash browns with the onions and the peppers. And of course, my favorite sriracha sauce. I can never get enough of sriracha sauce. I should say I can't never get enough because sometimes I bite my tongue. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Mmm. Those potatoes are good. I got some broccoli on my plate. I got some broccoli with some onions. Imagine that. Some broccoli with some onions. With the egg. We're going to put the egg down. Mwah. Mm-mm. Where the chef at? Compliments to the chef. Mmm. I tell you, every time I take a bite of that egg, the free range, it's good. Mm. Ooh. Mm. I got my pork chop right here. I baked them in the oven. Oh gosh. So, mm. So the food was good. Give me a minute. food is good. The food is really, really good. Like I said, the pork chops are really good. And they're baked, so that's really a plus. So, everything is good. I really enjoyed it. And I think that this biscuit with the cheese is one of my favorites with the honey. Yes. Mm. Mm. If you get a chance to go to a natural grocer, or if you get a chance to go to if you get a chance to go to a food market, try those eggs. Try those free range chicken eggs. They're really good, and you can really tell the difference. And like I said, for me, it's been a while since I have tasted it, so it was like, it was very evasive, you know. But I remember that I did like the eggs, so okay. So I'm done. I'm full. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for sharing my videos. And whether I have 1 subscriber or 100 million subscribers, you are important to me. You are important to me. So I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I thank you so much for listening to me. I thank you so much for sharing my videos and liking my videos. This is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy cooking and I enjoy eating. I enjoy cooking more. So in the meantime, and in between time, I love you guys. Thank you so much. See you soon.